Hey guys, it's Connie. Welcome back. Yes, I've had the long wheelbase Range Rover for 2024 already, but the one I had seating for 7, so the third row. This one is a little bougier. This one is the signature suite back, which has the 2 seats. This is the SV, which is more powerful. And yes, it is still the long wheelbase. So I'm going to show you the extra bouginess, and it is more powerful. It gets a mild hybrid for 2024, which boosts that horsepower up. It is a super smooth, quiet drive, though. It's not obnoxious. It's not noisy. This is a gorgeous Petrolix blue gloss, which is about a $10,000 Canadian option, $8,400 US. Gorgeous Range Rover badging across the front. The body style didn't change for 2024. It got a full redesign for 2023. The main changes for 24 are the lack of interior climate buttons, so they're all built into the infotainment now, which you've seen on the 2023 already. And then again, that mild hybrid addition to the SV, which gives it more power than the 2023 SV. These are optional 23-inch wheels, and you're going to see some Corinthian bronze. So if you guys might remember the Corinthian bronze I had on the roof and accents with the Evoque recently, I loved that blue and bronze contrast, and it looks just as good here. This bronze surround on here, SV badging. These 23-inch wheels have the Corinthian bronze inset on them as well. Those are additional as well. Again, we have the pop-out door handles that are flush when it's locked, and I have it turned on to lock when I walk away with the key fob and unlock when I walk towards the car with the key fob. I talked about this with the white long wheelbase that I had recently. That design, that straight line across the whole vehicle, and there's no real window surrounds on the bottom here where the glass and the paint and the body meet. It's really quite beautiful and a very clean design. Now, I want to point out, and you're going to see it even more when we do interiors, these doors, look how wide the back doors are, almost my full body length versus the front doors. And I've asked Range Rover or Land Rover Canada for the specs on the difference as to why these doors are so much longer on this spec. I think it's because of that signature suite in the back. We've got tons of room for your body and to stretch out in these huge comfy seats. And I have a feeling that's why these doors are so freaking massive on this SV long wheelbase. But you sure can tell that they're very, very long. All right, gorgeous back end, very, very clean design on the redesign 2023. We have that black surround. These are the tail lights or brake lights here. We have that special SV badging, and then the Range Rover and this bottom line here are that gorgeous Corinthian bronze. There's a really cool tailgate. This is a very cool tailgate. It's like clamshell style, and you can actually, we even have cushions to sit on here because this is actually it's actually a tailgating spot. We even have little cup holders here. But you can also lift and lower the suspension from here. So I think it's already lowered. When you put it in park, it automatically lowers. But I can lower the suspension here too if I want to be really far up off the ground. But there's also a sound system setting where you can have just the rear speakers playing music back here so that you can have your tailgate experience. You can sit back and relax in your Range Rover. We also have a power leather privacy shade. This is pretty cool. I didn't even notice that until just now. But talk about options. Okay, we have the same steering wheel in here as we had on the Range Rover I had a few weeks ago, with a gorgeous big digital display, which is totally customizable. As you can see right now, I have it on maps. You can also have it on navigation, or you can set up your focus screen so you have these things set to however you want it. You can customize each spot on it. It looks amazing. And this has the all leather steering wheel. I know the one I had a few weeks ago had wood here. So this is part of, I believe this is part of the Serenity pack on the interior. We have a gorgeous leather covered dash. It is just so clean and beautiful with the vents along. And we have 2 glove boxes, same as the Range Rover I was just in a few weeks ago. And this one big screen that does everything. All the climate, everything is in here. In 2023, we had a separate climate panel here. It does have wireless CarPlay and it's very responsive. We have all of these different panels and settings and you can move them around and customize them. This is very off-road capable. We have our grade and a slope assist, wheel info. We have wade sensing. This is live wade sensing. It'll tell you exactly how deep the water is when you're in it. We have all sorts of settings we can change. And one of the things, you can turn on your haptic if you like haptic. I do not. I wanted to show you something in here. Okay, so you can set everything. This is where I set for the car to unlock and lock as I walk towards it and away. We have lighting, we have ambient lighting. This can even be changed from the back seat for your back passengers to change. Your climate can be used here by tapping up and down, or you can just slide this up and down. Same with your volume, you can just slide it here, or you can tap it and do that. You can also adjust the volume from your steering wheel. This is all very, very clean. This is part of the SV. So we have a little panel in here with a wireless charger and a USB-C, ceramic gear shift knob, our start-stop button, hidden cup holders, and then inside here we have a nice big console with a cooler box. The back seats in this SV have the signature suite. So this option, 25,000 Canadian and about 19,000, just under 20,000 US dollars for this. So we've got so much going on here. We have a leather headliner, which I believe is an additional option. Leather handles. We get 2 different lights here, touch sensitive, but they can be controlled here as well. Totally leather, crazy everywhere. Window shades that are power, and I can control my window shade and power window both on this side and on that side from over here. And this Meridian sound system is a 35 speaker Meridian sound system. It's crazy. So back to this whole seat situation here. First, let's start with, so this screen controls everything. Let's start with the fridge. We've got a fridge in here. We've got a little bottle of 7-Up coolant in here. And we've got our SV branded heavy glasses for those. And they fit perfectly in this cup holder. It's really wild, actually. They're like really snug in there. And we can close the fridge again. We also have a table that even comes towards me. Opens. I could put my laptop on here. I could get some work done. And let's see what else we have here. We also can control the massaging seats, the seat reclining, the lighting back here, the blinds. I can open and close the rear blind from back here just by swiping the screen like this. And I can stop it anywhere, which is really cool. So if I wanted to stop where it is now, I just slide this on the screen. It's really wild. So I've got ambient lighting, climate control, rear screens. Let's turn on these rear screens. I just turn this on and now it's a touch screen. I can access the navigation system as well as entertainment from back here.
This is cool.
Look at it.
Yeah.
No, look at that.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
That's so fun. Wait.
Is the 7-Up cold?
It is. The walls inside are really cold.
That's awesome.
Okay, look at this.
Whoa.
And then like,
This honestly reminds me of one of those really fancy like first class planes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it
what-
reminds
yeah.
me of.
You guys can
What
even
happens
grab
when you
the
click?
headrests and pull them like this towards your head.
Oh, whoa.
I know, right?
That's sick.
Okay, now time. Thank you.
Good pour.
Thank you. I should be a bartender. I really shouldn't.
I know.
It's so cool. Can I live in here?
Well, this car does cost more than my first house did, so.
The power that you have if you sit in the back seat.
Right?
Yes.
Some cars you can control like the volume from the back too.
Yeah.
You can with this too.
Really?
You can actually, I think you can turn off the whole sound system from back there.
What?
What do you guys think of the space back here?
It's crazy. This is honestly the nicest car I've ever been in.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, eh?
You actually have room.
Oh,
and
lots of room.
these.
All right, let's go for a drive. For 2024, this got a mild hybrid for the SV. So it's a 4.4 liter twin turbo V8 with the mild hybrid, boosting that horsepower up to 606. We can tow up to 8,200 pounds. This does have the tow package on this spec, and it is an 8-speed automatic. It is incredibly smooth though. It's very powerful, but it's not raunchy. It's just like a really smooth, quiet, quick acceleration. There's a few powertrain options with the Range Rover, the also standard wheelbase versus long wheelbase, and this is the top trim, the SV and a long wheelbase. Add to that the signature suite, the paint color, the extra wheels, the Serenity theme, and you've got a lot of options on this particular spec. I spec'd it out on the US website, and as this spec is about 324,000 Canadian or 277,000 US dollars. And of course, there's going to be luxury tax on top of that and sales tax and all of those things. So this car is actually more expensive than my first house cost. So are you choosing this one or a different Range Rover? I personally would go with the long wheelbase 3-row SUV. It's just more practical and obviously more family friendly. But this one is pretty bougie. I mean, having a champagne fridge in the back seat and all of those back seat amenities are pretty cool. What do you think? Leave me a question or a comment and we'll see you soon.